Hi, everyone. So, my name is Kareen, and I am the owner of Shannara Sacred Energy Healing Center. I come to you today to just tell you a little bit about who I am, what I do, so that you are able to understand what it is I actually do, because a lot of persons don't really understand what I do. So, I am an intuitive energy healing practitioner, and I work under alternative wellness. Okay. So, the part that a lot of people don't understand, they don't understand about the energy healing part of it. And when you say that, they feel like you are doing something omnious, something that maybe they don't understand. So that's why I'm here today to explain who I am and what I do. So, once again, welcome to my channel. I'm Kareen, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of background about me. So, I was an educator for about 10 years or more. I've taught ages 3 all the way up to adults. So I am pretty versatile. I can teach anyone, I can educate anyone. I have done curriculum planning, I have written lesson plans, and pretty much I can teach it if you even have it and you want me to teach it. That's what I do. I'm a fast learner. Besides my background in education, which I still do love educating people from time to time, because a part of this work that I do does have a little bit of education to it, where I have to sometimes talk to people about certain things that they may not understand. Also, I do have certifications in insurance, so I do have an insurance license. And I also have my certificate for the energy healing work that I do. So I'm going to go into the name of my business and why I chose that name. So, Shannara Sacred Energy Healing Center. Shannara means ruler or God. So, at the center of what I do, I am connecting into source. And what we call source is that all that is, which is our God creator. So, whoever you refer to as your creator, you might not believe in it, but for those of you who do believe that there is a supernatural power higher than yourself out there, you would probably believe in God or something else. Okay. So that's pretty much Shannara. And also, it means beautiful soul. So I just want to give you just a little bit of background about how I came up with the word Shannara and how that ties into the business that I now have. I had a dream, and in that dream, there was the word soul. It was in this green neon looking like a sign, and it was bright and it was really in my face. And when I asked in my dream state, because you can actually talk in your dreams, some of you can, some persons can't, but that's something I learned to do a long time ago. And so I asked, what is this? Is this supposed to be a part of the name of my business, and I got a yes. And when I woke up, I was like, okay, soul, that's good. But a lot of people out there use soul in their business, so I didn't want to use the word soul just like that. I like things that are unusual, things that are out of the box. So I asked my guides to please help me get a name to that means soul. And while I was in Jamaica, I was given the name Shannara. So there is also a Shannara Chronicles out there, but it's not the same. Mine is spelled with just the one N, and the Shannara Chronicles out there is spelled with two N. So, and when you look up mine, you'll see that it does mean ruler, God, and there are other definitions which you will find that means beautiful soul. Okay, so that's the name of that's the definition of Shannara. Now moving on to sacred. What do I mean when I say sacred? And I put sacred in my name. What does that mean to me? And this is just my definition. Some of you out there might have a different definition of the word sacred. But for me, my definition of the word sacred, it is something that you receive that is like personal to you. So it's like it's for you. And maybe someone else received the same thing, but in a different way. Okay, so it could be, oh, I received um, the music to the song I need to sing, right? But then another person receives the music to a different song, but maybe the music might be the same, but it's a different, different words in that song. So sacred just means that it's something like it's different, it's a bit of mystery, and sometimes people attach the word sacred to ancient or old. Now I link the sacred to my logo as well, which has the dragon face on it. Some of you might be scared, but please don't be scared. It's just the energy that some of us have within us can be that kind of energy, dragon energy. And so when you look that up, you'll realize if you have you hold that energy within you as well. Okay, and then that can probably help explain some things that you may not know about yourself, and then when you read that you're like, ah, yeah, I can relate. Okay, so that's where sacred comes from. So now we're going to go on to the word energy. A lot of people attach energy sometimes to negativity, and that shouldn't be so. Okay, so we are made up of all elements. We have water, we're made from the earth, we have, clay. So we're mixed up with all the elements, okay? And also the energy I'm talking about is the energy that lives within us, that lives uh, that lives outside of us as well. So it's not just within, it's also on the outside of us. And this energy is constantly shifting, constantly moving, constantly flowing. Within us, we have a heart that pumps blood to different vessels. And so when you think of it, and some of you might say, oh, I don't got no. Yes, you have energy. So if you can get up, and not everyone can, if you can get up, if you're breathing, you can move your hands, you can move your legs, all of that takes energy. Okay. And so That kind of energy I'm talking about is connecting with yourself, going into your heart space and loving yourself, and just knowing that you have this life, this breath of life flowing through you, through your body, giving yourselves nourishing yourselves, giving yourselves the energy it needs to continue to move through your body, to cycle through. So that's why some of us, all of us, at one point we may cry. That's us releasing some form of energy. You will burp. That might be you releasing some form of energy. We call it purging. I call that, so that's purging. And so we release energies in different ways, and then we receive energies as well in different ways. For example, you might be in the supermarket and then someone steps on your toe, and then before you know it, they're cursing you out and you're whatever. And so you're exchanging energy right there. When you speak to someone, whether you're texting them, speaking to them, you are exchanging some form of energy. You're using your hand to type the text, you're using your voice to speak, you are using energy. So cars move with this energy as well. You gotta put some gas, you gotta charge up that car, energy, right? Your house, it needs energy to function. And yes, some people might say, you know what, I don't have energy in my house. Think again, because if you got the earth below you, there's a lot of things that are going on below that we don't know about, but energy is running below as well. The spring water springing up from underneath the earth, energy. Okay, so it's all around us. Sound is energy. That's healing. It moves you. Someone's singing, you're feeling that vibration through your body. Someone's playing the guitar, a piano, whatever it is that you resonate with, but you feel it within you, and you start moving your body, swaying it side to side. You're wiggling your toes and your fingers. Energy is everywhere. And if you go to church and you're a churchgoer, it's all up in there as well. You use a lot of energy, drumming, singing, playing your guitar. You are definitely moving that energy through the strumming the guitar strings, and you are giving it to that energy to people. And sometimes some of us receive it and some of us don't. Okay, but yes, so energy, that's when I think about energy, that's the energy I'm talking about, using the life force breath that we receive from our creator to cleanse our body of anything that doesn't serve us, cleanse our body of negativity, cleanse our heart space, just cleanse our entire system, so that we are able to keep going and loving ourselves and loving others. When you get to healing, now healing for some people just can mean pretty much anything. Healing can be just like that. You get healed. um, Maybe you met in a car accident, and the journey to healing might take longer. you know your body might take a little longer to heal some parts of it. Okay, and maybe you want to heal from a relationship. So let's say you're in a relationship, you don't like how it's going, and you just either want to leave or you want to shift the energy off that relationship. It's just a lot of negativity coming at you. And so you can heal from these verbal abuse or any kind of abuse that comes towards you, at you. You can heal from that. You can find comfort within yourself move forward and forgiving others. Forgiveness is so big. It's also big. It's big everywhere. Okay? It's big in the church. They always talk about forgiveness. And it can be one of the hardest things for a lot of people to do. But what I realize with forgiveness, when you forgive someone, you're letting go of hurt, anger. You're letting go of a lot of anger. And anger and the other things, guilt, those things can manifest inside of your body and present itself into cancer, into you having digestive issues. So if you all of a sudden start having digestive issues, it's something that you're holding on to that you need to release in order for you to move forward so you can live in joy, in peace, and in happiness, how the Creator intended that to be, or how the Creator intended it to be. Okay? So, my final word is center. All right, so a backstory about the word center. I'm a dreamer. I dream a lot. I sometimes get prophetic dreams, and other times it's just fluff. Okay, it's not something that I hold on to, but there are dreams that I get up and I'm just shaking. So I I keep having a dream where I am in the center, and I feel like I'm the person who owns the center, and I'm helping all these people heal from past life things that trouble them in the past life, right? In order for them to move forward with the now and forward looking towards the future. So, also, center for me, the main definition of that word is the center of your heart space. Okay? If we are not one with ourselves, if we do not love ourselves or trust ourselves, then what good is anything that we're doing? You know? So, having to fill that heart with love, compassion, and gratitude, that is how we get to the 0 point, which this is the center of love. Once you're in the 0 point, and then 0 point just means that you are operating in a love frequency. You're coming from the feel of your heart, filling that with love, and you're coming from the joyful happiness, gratitude um, space. So that is who I am, and that is what my business is about. It is all about love. It's all about centering yourself, being one with yourself, trusting yourself, loving yourself. And when you can do all of that stuff and clear out any guilt, hate, which is a strong word, anger, when you can clear out all the things of the ego mind, you know, all the things the ego mind just puts all that negative energy in your mind. And sometimes you have doubt and you're like, I can't do this, I can't do this. Yes, you can do it. And maybe someone doesn't believe in you and don't believe that you can do what you're doing. Believe in yourself. So if someone tells you I'm not resonating with what you're doing, then that's their stuff. So we have to learn to take, I would say, subtract yourself from the equation, and just know that some of the things that some people say, we shouldn't hold it too close to our heart space and judge them, because you know what? It makes no sense. We judge each other, we keep judging each other and keep hating on each other. I'm here to help people find their true self, those who are serious about finding their true self, those who are serious about healing themselves, those who are serious about making a difference in the world, making that change in your life so you can live in abundance, so you can live in prosperity, so you can have a healthy, wonderful life. So if you are ready to take the journey and be your best self without looking at what others are saying about you, without them, you know, listening to them, if you are ready to live in gratitude, to live in love, to accept God, Creator, Source within you, knowing that this Source is within you, it lives within you, it's a part of you, knowing that you can heal yourself. You can totally 360-degree yourself. If you're going down the wrong path, you can definitely get on the right path. Or if you feel like you're on the wrong path and you want to get on the right path, you can start a journey in learning how to heal yourself. So I do have my website. I want you guys to check it out. It's Shannara Sacred Energy Healing Center.com. So you can check it out. You can also support me by subscribing, smashing the like. If you have any messages you want from me, that's also good. I'm open. This is raw and uncut, so I'm not necessarily going to edit this. This is who I am. I just want to make sure that I was like letting people know what I do. And some of the services that I do offer, I offer sound healing. So it's a vocal sound healing. Each sound healing it varies. So it is individualized. So it's never the same. It is channeled through for you specially, and it reaches whichever part of your body needs the healing. That's where it's going to go. That's where you're going to feel it. So if it's in your heart space, you might feel it more in your heart. If it's going to be in your head, you might feel it more in your head. And this thing behind me that is right here. These are called the chakras. Those are the chakras. And within our body, these are different energy points within our body. We just use that to help us know so that you know where I'm working on. So if I say the head, it might be the crown, and it might also be your third eye. And throat is the throat chakra. Your heart's the heart chakra. And then we also have the solar, which is your tummy area where the intestines are. And then we have the sacral, which is your sex organs and all that. And then we have the root. I work with 7 of the chakras. I do chakra clearings, sound healing, guided meditations, and these are guided visual meditations. I do the NLP technique using timeline therapy, regression therapy. I can also do hypnosis and eye movement therapy. A lot of the things that I do, it ties in with psychology. So I do a bit of counseling. I listen to your story first. I always try to listen to you first because I want to hear your story. Who are you? What are you about? What do you need? Why do you need healing? What do you need it for? How is it going to help you? So I like to hear your stories. And my healing journey started a long time ago, I must say, because I grew up in the church, but I left the church mainly because I just didn't agree with some of the doctrines, the teachings, okay? And that's one of the reasons why I left. But I have nothing against people who go to church and worship. You know, you do your worship, you do your thing. Still got love for you. Um, so I've always felt like my journey will take me into the spiritual realm. So I'm more of a spiritual person, not a religious person. So there's a difference between spirituality. I'm into just someone finding their true self, someone loving themselves, having impartiality, not judging yourself for what you've done, where you've been, all that, you know. So, and in when the pandemic happened, I realized I really need to do something for myself, and so I did go to the school, got my certificates, because I knew I had I knew, like, I was it was this is a calling, people, this is a calling for me, and so I was led to do this work. Okay, I've always been called, but before, when I was much younger, like in my teens and even younger than that, I would run away. But now I don't run away. I am sticking with this because this is who I am, and this is my little baby, my pride and joy. And so I hope that I will see some of you, and I would have some of you come to my site and subscribe and be a part of the journey, healing yourself while you're healing those around you, and giving off your beautiful, magnificent energy that you give off. Okay, so thank you so much. And like I said, I hope to see you on my page. Subscribe, book an appointment with me, and I am willing to tell you more about what I do and how I do it. Willing to share more information with you. Take care, everyone, and thank you so much for watching.